Have you heard about the story where they had sled dogs that were taking this essential medication from one place to another? And they tried several different methods. And what actually worked best was called the rest run method. Hi, friends. I'm Jennifer Mount, Legacy Realty Advisors, right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, coming to you to share another one of my takeaways from life that hopefully you can use to improve the quality of your life, your family, your business, your fun, or your fitness. Because at Legacy, we have the 5 F's that we live by: faith, family, fitness, fun, and finances. So last week, I was able to go on vacation with my daughter and her son and her boyfriend. And we did this for a couple reasons, but the number one reason was for my daughter's birthday. And so here's the first takeaway from this experience is that it's January. And so I've been 100% commissioned for 25 years. I've been a realtor. And so January has always been my push month. A lot of people spend January as dry January. They don't drink alcohol. A lot of people do the Daniel fast in January. I've done all of these things because I am one of those people. And I just push. And so when I realized that my daughter needed a reset in her life and her birthday's in January, I thought, what the heck? I'm going to try something different this year. I'm going to go on vacation in January. Not because I had already worked so hard to earn it, but because it was what needed to happen. So what I want you to do in 2026 is pause and realize that rest doesn't actually have to be earned. It's just something that we need. And I know that doesn't sound complicated, but for some people like me, it is. So that's the first thing that I want you to take away from our time together today, is that rest does not have to be earned. Rest is actually required. And what they found out with these sled dogs is that the more they let them rest, the faster they were able to run. And so they completed the journey in less time because of taking breaks. So that's lesson number one. Lesson number two is if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Now, let me let you in on a little bit of what happened. Thursday night, I'm at a networking group and I receive a text from Southwest that our flight for Sunday has been canceled. 4 people. And so I thought, well, goodness, hopefully they'll reschedule us. I get a second text. Our second flight has been scheduled. At this point, I realize there is an ice storm moving in, and if we don't get out of town, we are not going to make it. So Friday morning, I get up, my daughter, her 3-year-old son, her boyfriend, myself, we get packed, we get in the car, and we drive to Galveston, Texas. So what does this mean? Logistically, financially, what does all this mean? This means, number one, I had to have my car that was already ready to go and reliable. Number two, I had to have finances ready to fund 3 more days of a vacation. Number 3, I had to have all of my work already in line where things weren't just unraveled, and it gave me the ability to jump in the car and leave. So lesson number 2 from our time together today is you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. So why don't we make it intentional this year that when we leave the office each day, we have everything put away, we have our plan for tomorrow ready. Let's really live a life by design so that when things happen to us, we can respond properly, quickly, efficiently, and keep the plan going as much as possible with all the curves that life is going to throw us. Okay, so that's lesson number 2. You don't have to get ready if you stay ready. And then lesson number 3 from our time together was we turned what was going to be a 7-day trip into a 10-day trip. And having resources back here in Tulsa that I could rely on to help me with my clients, communicating with my clients to let them know that I was going to be having this time with my family, that relieved some of the stress from me. And it enabled me to be fully present with my daughter and my grandson and her boyfriend. And we got to enjoy this time together. 10 hours, 9 hours in a car, you really get a lot of time to talk and communicate. I don't have a fancy car where we didn't have movies to watch. So we listened to music, we all chose songs, and all of those memories, all of those things that we created and that we had in this time together are things that we're going to have forever. So transactions can be done in 30 days, in 45 days. We can lose transactions before they even get to the table. But the people in our life, that's what we're going to have. And those are the memories that we're going to remember. We're not going to remember how good we negotiated that contract for our buyer, but we are going to remember that my grandson told me, bro, he told this to someone on our vacation. This guy said, hey, bro, this is a 3-year-old. And Leon said, don't bro me if you don't know me. I mean, who says that? Other really comical things that happened throughout the trip. Getting to spend quality time with my daughter, taking her to the spa and all those things. Those are not things that we get to do every day. And life is so short and every moment is so precious. So I appreciate the moments that you just spent with me. And what I want to impart into your life is that it's not all about just run, run, run. The more we rest, the faster we will be able to run. So 2026, the year is early. It's only February. So don't run yourself out of energy before you're able to really get to the finish line or complete the task at hand. So of all of our times together, we're going to have a 3, 2, 1. So 3 things you learned, 2 things you're going to implement, and 1 thing you're going to share. So you don't have to get ready if you stay ready. It's not all just about run, run, run. There is rest also necessary, and time is your only asset that is irreplaceable. So do not waste it. 2 things I want you to share are our YouTube channel. We have a really big goal of growing our subscribers this year, and I would love for you to subscribe and encourage someone else to subscribe. And then another thing I'd like for you to share is I would love for you to share what is one of your favorite places to go. Put it in the comments below so that I can know and then maybe go there. And if you have any questions about where I went or my vacation, I'd love to share that with you. And one thing that I want you to do or remember or implement is that you are valuable. Your family needs you more than your customers. You need rest more than you need to always push. And it's important to stay ready because we do not know what curves life is going to throw us. And we want to always be able to show up fully present and take on whatever challenge is next. So until I see you next time, get some coffee, avoid the chaos, have a great day, and I will see you soon.